Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Do me a favor, if you can hear me, this is my first time using StreamYard. So if you can hear me well, can I get a couple of thumbs up? Or can I get a yeah, I sound good, a no, or things aren't going well, the video, anything? Let me know. Don, welcome. KJ, welcome. D, welcome. Sounding good? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, again, this is going to take some getting used to. But anyway, let's get started.
Hey, what, gentlemen, right now you're watching dcbornrob on YouTube.
Okay, again, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. If you're watching me on the rebroadcast, when this replays, please do me a favor and leave a comment. Leave a like if you enjoy the video. Also, we're going to touch on a few things, but the main thing is going to be, is she cooperating? Is the fiancé, the stated fiancé, cooperating? And that is Heidy Marie, the young lady that I interviewed, a few weeks ago. I can tell you what the answer is, but let's see. What do you think? Do you think she's cooperating? You know, a lot of people are making a lot of claims in some of the comments, and we cannot say one way or another who was involved in his murder. We just cannot. We don't know. So, I mean, we have evidence that leads us here, evidence that leads us there. It's a mystery. It is just that, a mystery. So we don't know. So we can't really say that she had something to do with it, that he had something to do with it, that the owner, logical suspects, yes, but we can't say for sure. So let's be respectful of that because this young lady knows everything. So the answer, of course, is she has not been cooperating. So I am doing this video so that I can ask her, Heidy Marie, if you are watching this video. I sent her a link, by the way, to this video and asked her for one last comment, but she's gone radio silence the past few days. But the biggest question that everybody asked is, whose name was the property in? Was it transferred in? We don't know. So there's so many things that we don't know, which makes a lot of people even more suspect. But I want to ask as nicely and politely as I can to Heidy Marie to please assist the family with recovering their property. No one knows what she knows. No one. No matter who they investigate, nobody's going to know what she knows because she was Timothy's interpreter, which means that she was there for every step of the way. Let me see what I have here. Welcome, the stated fiance. And I have to say stated after the family said, what? They said, no, he would have told us that. So she's since been known as the stated fiance. Yes. Okay. You hear me? Sound good. Thank you. Hola, Black Panther. Welcome. The Opinionated. Thank you. Welcome. This is the most interesting channel on YouTube. Well, hey, I'm much appreciated for that. KJ says American with the N makes it sound like American wives who don't cooperate with their husband. Okay. Okay. Don says, good job, Rob. Appreciate it. Much thanks. Is she in the title? We don't know. We don't know. We're still in the process. So when I say we, I guess I'm acting like I'm speaking on behalf of the family. They are actively seeking representation on that end. They understand the sense of urgency. So documents are getting flown back and forth. I'll give you an idea as to what's been going on the past few days also. But even more importantly, though, you know that there is a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe link is in the name of Timothy Reed Sr. Memorial Fund. That's the name of it. But I also have a link that'll be in the description of this video and the last few videos that I have done on them. So here's the actual link. If you want to copy it down, I'll leave that up for a few seconds. But is she the property? Is she in the title of? We don't know. She's still living there. So as of that day, I think the story was Timothy had 2 phones and he left both phones at home and went outside and sat out front. First of all, I know I don't normally go anywhere without my cell phone. If I'm going outside, I carry my cell phone. Could be my girl, could be my mom. I'm going to answer. Or during working hours, of course, I have to have my cell phone with me. I cannot leave it anywhere. That's my conduit. But so 2 phones were supposedly taken by the police, but we know that she called the family on one. So either they gave them back to her, they only knew it was one and only gave back one. Why are they not holding this? So again, we've reached out to so many sources. I cannot tell you. And thank you so much for the help that I'm getting. I am getting so much help, especially from my number one assistant, which is O. We won't say his name. K as well, D as well, G as well. I'm getting so much help from so many avenues. But O, let me tell you something. We have been working this. Okay, Don, let's see. Not the first time Rob has misspelled Cartagena with a C. Cartagena? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but what's going on? Oh, let's see. I'm getting used to this scroll pattern too. So only in America, what's going on? Stuart says, you're doing a great job, Rob. The family are lucky to have you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, I could not do it without the people who are assisting me. Could not do it. It's just too much. And the information is like flooding. Some things make you angry. Some things light a fire under you. The ones that make you angry are the fact that that picture of the motorcycle did not come out until what? Well, it came out 2 days later, but it only showed on one media source. Why is the police not standing on the corner? Why are there not posters with that motorcycle, with that license number? Whether they stole it or not, they still could have traced it that day by watching the cameras. So if you're not aware, let me see if I have here. Okay, so that's the tag number. Okay, let me see. I am scrolling through. Stuart says, okay, great job, Rob. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, and in Spanish, yeah, right. Okay. Dejas todas es bobadas. Alguien. Anybody want to interpret? I'm not even going to try. I could try if I had to, but I'm going to leave this to you guys. The opinionated says, I guess it all boils down to the Colombian authorities' investigation. You never know who is pulling the strings. Exactly. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if there is an investigation. No, we know that we have lit a fire under them. We have since spoken to a councilman in Atlanta who gave us a couple of tips that we can use. A couple of references of a couple more attorneys there. My girl is helping me with that. She just sent someone that we can reach out to that actually practices in Texas and licensed in Colombia as well. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we don't know who's pulling the strings down there. Now, a few days ago, I reached out to the mayor, Heidy Marie. I reached out to him directly, in I guess a day or two later, I got the standard response. Well, this is not our responsibility. We have forwarded this to the right people. But something else just came in, a couple of letters from him right before I came on live. So I have not been able to take a look at that. But rest assured that the embassy knows now that we're on the outside looking in. Senator Warnock has reached out to the embassy in Colombia. We know this. I'm not going to give, all the information, but rest assured that it is moving slowly, but it is moving, which is a big positive. Okay, maybe she's worried she don't have a place to stay if they gain control of the property right away. I agree. And I know that she's looking out for herself and her kids. I get that. Trust me. I've gotten that all along since I interviewed her. But why she didn't pick up the phone and speak to the family? I mean, some people think, she should have picked up the phone and called the family and discussed all the details and what's going to happen next. That's how I look, because when you're outside of a family, as a guy or a girl, I think when you're outside of your partner's family, it's on you to make friends with the family. It's not to the family to make friends with you. So I don't think the family should have had to contribute. Thank you so much for the super chats. Sterling, thank you, sir. Thanks for the super chat. Charles G, thank you for the super chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for your support. This is why I'm still moving forward. Looks like there's 80 people in the room. If I can get some likes, though, remember you can hit the X, hit the like, and then go back to live chat right away. Okay, King T says maybe she's okay. That was one. Yes, she is worried about that, and I get that. But the family could say, okay, this is going to take time anyway. Why don't you just stay in the place for 3 months? I'm not speaking for the family, but if it were me and I was a family, I would say, okay, why don't you stay there, watch the property, collect money if need be, because that opens up some other questions. Who is still in the property? In other words, did the person from the third floor move out? The person that didn't want to leave? Did the second person leave? We know his brother moved out because they're in that apartment, or she's in that apartment with her kids right now. Is the restaurant still open? Those are big questions. If anybody is watching this that's in Barranquilla, do me a favor, ride by, tell me if the restaurant's open. And I know some of you guys are in Barranquilla. Some of you want to keep it low because we know how it is. Thank you so much, talented super fan. Thank you for the super chat. Sterling, again, thank you for the super chat. Don Hoyo had a joke that you didn't read almost at the very top. I think it was a joke. Okay. I missed it. Let me go. I'll scroll back later. Okay. Sylvester says, I think I will change my mind about going in business in Cali. This whole thing has taught me so much about Colombia. I love Colombia. Anybody who's watched my videos for the past 2 years knows that I love Colombia. I love the Colombian people. I love the Colombian culture. And that's why I moved there. I just love it. I love the weather. I love the no bugs. I love the cost of living. I mean, our dollar's strong there. Obviously all the standard responses. I love it. But this right here is really disappointing, to find one nice word I can come up with. Disappointing. If the Colombian government does not step up like they should, I don't think it's going to be good for them, tourist-wise, investment-wise, because the story's not going to go away. I'm going to make sure that it continues to grow. I mean, almost outside of work and outside of seeing my girl, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. I'm doing these videos till late at night or whenever. Sylvester says, he's the one who said he'll change his mind. He's not going. Bruh, I eat, man. I don't blame him. That's all I can say right now. I've always been an advocate for going, but right now and again, I was there a few weeks ago, and it's just not the same. It's not the same. I mean, it's all what you're willing to tolerate. But the curfews have gone down. The curfew is now at midnight. It went from 8 to 5 a.m. to 10 to 5 a.m. to midnight to 5 a.m. every day. No more lockdown on the weekend. So this happens 3 weeks after I leave. And I read somewhere that the bars are going to reopen once they get the ICUs under 85%. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm curious about the photo took from behind. You're not alone about that. Not just the photo from behind, but again, if you saw my last video, when you zoom in, you can see a person across the street. Whoever has that picture, go find that picture, zoom in across the street, and you'll see somebody standing there, has a pink shirt, jeans, white bottom shoes, looking across the street. And he's looking at Tim, it looks like, and he has something black in his hand, like it's gloves. I don't know. One of the neighbors said in one of the stories that he was summoned to the corner. I don't know. Mercy Justice says, DC, you are so faithful, brother. God bless you. Thank you so much. Again, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm doing it with your help and with a few helpers that I have that are jumping in. If you're watching it and you want to jump in, do so. You can turn your camera off. Let's see. So she went radio silent since the heat has been turned up. Now she's not willing because she's a very good suspect. I bet she's not on the title because she ain't got that much sense. She's not educated. Well, we don't know. I don't know what her education is, but we need to all ask her nicely just to work with the family. I mean, their law, according to Colombian law, and I could be wrong. I'm not an attorney, but according to Colombian law, whether he had a will, whether Timothy Sr. had a will or not, that the property goes to his heirs, which are his kids. If he were married, then I think they have to split it 50-50 or something like that. But ultimately, it's not going to be good that she's not helping us. I mean, and I don't get why she's not helping. I mean, I talked to her the other day. She went back and forth via text, and then we talked a bit, and she wanted me to, I guess, to understand the stress that she's going through, and I get that. I get that. But I take the point of view that, and I could be wrong, that you should be on the side that reaches out to the family. The family should not have to reach out to her. But they have called her, and then she didn't answer the phone. So then I asked her, could I give them your WhatsApp number? And that's when she had a lot to say. But ultimately, she has not corresponded with them. Okay. Gregory says, let's see. Has anyone, there it is. Has anyone checked to see if she had put any documents in the notary, such as acta de conciliación, which would give her the rights to his property even without actual marriage? No, I don't know. That's the reason we need someone on the ground. You know, we spoke to somebody the other day, and just the prices were it was just too much, especially for what needs to be done. You really need to go to the notary. You really need to go to a bank. You need to, I'm sure there's some other stuff. I don't want to make it seem like it's simple, but, for what they were asking, I think that was extremely high. Okay. A woman with an infant and 3 other children has more concern for their kids than her man. I doubt she will cooperate and try to come up with her already made family. I hope not. I hope not, Curtis. I hope she is willing to work with the family. I mean, it's just logical at this point. Why not help? You've already said, in the video with myself and I think Babas, so check that, no, not check, but with Babas, that she's not married, that they weren't married. They were not married. And on his video, it actually is the second time she says we weren't married, but the word said were, but they were not married, according to her. So she cannot come back from that. The strange part is that the police officers, the general, kept referring to her as esposa, which is wife. So we don't know, but there is a sense of urgency right now. The government down there does know that the government here is aware of it and asking questions, because not only, and Warnock's office told me that quite a few people have reached out to them, Twitter, email, phone calls, and called the office and reached out to them directly. So thank you guys. Please continue to do so. And their representative also, I got it down to 3 different people. I'm going to send to all 3. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But we need to reach out to the representatives as well, their congressmen and one congresswoman. Mickey says they have no standards except defrauding Northerners in South America. It's, when we talked to the attorney, like halfway through, I was like, when I heard the price too, I was like, is everybody in on this? Is this, they steal your stuff, they kill you, they steal your stuff, then they make sure your family cannot get the property that was left behind. And then the attorneys try to raise a price that's like, it's just too much. It's just too much. We do appreciate their help and for talking to us, but we need somebody that's bilingual preferably cleared to practice in Barranquilla, Colombia, and somebody who has good references too, because I'm told that we can get taken by the attorney just as easy. So anyway, maybe Cartagena. Okay. Let's see. Don, I'm going to go for it, guys. It's between the fiance and the past owner of the restaurant. That's another question too. And I wrote down a few questions. Who's still there? Again, who's upstairs? Is the restaurant still open? Are they paying rent? If they're paying rent, who are they paying rent to? And if they're not paying rent, benefit all the way around. But I still want to know about the two phones. How does she have either one or both phones? How did the police give it back to her? She also stated in another interview that there was a key missing, but yet she stays there. I don't know, Heidi. I don't know. We just need your help. And I don't know why we all cannot just communicate. I know she has some issues with Timothy's ex-wife being involved, but she's just representing her kids, and the kids are going to get more active as well too, because we need them to reach out on their own as the children and the heirs of Mr. Reed. There may be capital gains tax. There may be a tax on the Colombian side, I think, or maybe 10%, and they have to sell the property. It's going to be challenging, to say the least. But let's see if our government can stand up for us now. I mean, they have reached out on our behalf, on the family's behalf. And again, I won't get into the details of that. And there's a few other things that I'm sending out right now and over the next couple of days, certify where they have to sign for it. So we'll see what else happens. But why they gave his cell phones back, I don't know. Why was he out on the corner? I don't know. Who was that guy across the street? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. That's the problem. Why are they not investigating? Why is this picture of the motorcycle not on every corner? Let me get through some of these so I can run it again too. Casino Brown, are you on TikTok? If so, what's your handle? You know what? I signed up for TikTok last night. I'm dcbornrob on there too. Somebody told me about doing a quick video on TikTok. I don't know anything about TikTok. I can't be dancing for 10 minutes. That ain't going to go well. I'm going to get that many likes. Charles, thank you so much for the super chat, sir. Thank you. I'm satisfied if the home is sold and proceeds given to these children. Absolutely. The fiance should be induced to cooperate with part of the sale. You know, I actually reached out a couple of days ago and I asked her, you know, because I'm willing to put some money in it. And maybe some of you guys are also. If she had nothing to do with it, why not assist her and her family? I started off my first conversations with her about that. Can we assist you? If it were $1,000, how did she pay for that $1,000? Was that Timothy's money? Was that his credit cards? Does she have his credit cards? We don't know. No one knows. But I was willing to ask you, which takes a lot of me to ask you. But I would pay some myself and then ask you guys to match it to help her and take care of the funeral, of course. But it didn't happen. Sterling, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate your diligence. Thank you, man. I'm doing the best I can, but I'm doing it with help. Again, I wouldn't be sitting here without the help. There's nothing I could do. I mean, I would be at 5 miles per hour versus the 80 that I'm going right now. And that's because of assistance. She is not the fiance. She is the esposa. That's what the police said on the scene when he was talking. By the way, if you remember my last video, if you're watching in YouTube and you're watching in Spanish or Spanish news, Telemundo, whatever it is, you can go down and hit the CC button and then change that language to English. It's not a literal match, but it gives you an idea as to what they're talking about for sure. Okay. He said in Spanish, leave all the nonsense. Someone has to be taken prisoner right now. Who said that? Stewart. He said in Spanish, leave all that nonsense. Someone has to be taken prisoner right now. When was that said? Okay, simple. They are not married, says Don. Talented super fan. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. Appreciate it. thank you guys for watching and for following along. Obviously, I couldn't do this if you weren't following along. Thank you for all you do. Appreciate it. Talented super fan. Again, thank you so much. T Forrest, thank you, Rob. What is the headphones connection? I noticed he always wore them. I don't know. I had to have that pointed out to me also. But in that video where he has his headphones, he's standing out front, and when he's on the balcony, he has his headphones, I think, on the back of his head also. When he panned around, there is a camera right there. If you go back and look at that video when he's on the balcony, he is looking out to the left. When he starts looking out to the left, and there's a camera right there. Then when he goes downstairs also, there was a camera right there. You would assume that the police would have confiscated that if it were recording. But you would assume, I don't know. I don't even know if I assume anymore. You know, nothing's shocking me anymore on the lack of information and the lack of info that they're giving to them. But M. King gives a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. T. Forrest says, thank you, Rob. Oh, what is the headphones? Okay. First time catching me live. Thanks. Hey, Jason, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I see your comments. Thank you guys for all the comments, for all the support. Much appreciated. I need to make sure that you guys get the where is it? The name of the fund, which is the Timothy Reed Senior Memorial Fund. I'll leave this up for a second. Okay. Second Light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, they are. And I'm missing. Okay. Phyllis Payne Brown says, just join the live chat. Thank you and welcome. Welcome to everybody. It looks like we have 120 people here. If you would, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you hit the X right beneath the video and then come out of live chat, in other words, is what that's doing, and then hitting like, and then you can just hit live chat and you're back in again to be able to comment. Rob, did he get married? She says no. Okay, and we researched that document, and it turns out the document should have had something, and maybe you can help me with that. It needs to say something like de marital hecho. And that wasn't the form that she was on. That form, de marital de hecho, or something along those lines, means that you are common law. But they only knew each other for 3 months, remember? Knew each other for 3 months and 1 day. Okay? But we need her. We need to be, reaching out to her to ask for assistance. So again, Heidy Marie, if you're watching this, the family needs your assistance. Let's just get through it quickly. Just talk to them. Maybe they say stay there for 6 months. Maybe they say take the whole place, buy it. Who knows? Who knows? But don't close the window and not talk to them at all, because it's just this is not going away. So we really need your assistance. You're the only one that knows everything, the bank accounts, the everything. By the way, that the Timothy's passport and death certificate was sent to the family a few days ago. T. Farr says, did he have on his headphones? When he was, it didn't, if you're talking about when he was sitting outside in a chair, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's simple. What is, I don't know. I don't know who they're talking about. Jason says, I think the police knows, but it's trying to catch the ringleader, and that's what they haven't picked up why they haven't picked up the murderer yet. I don't know if that was you, the comment. I saw that comment earlier. I don't know. Seems like it cannot hurt to put that picture of the motorcycle out and to let people know from the start, because only one outlet had it from the start. So why didn't all the other ones? The police can't shut down the media. Why did only one media source get the picture? And why did the other media source have the tag? Why is that? Jerry says, Rob, any luck with the Colombian TV programs like 60 Minutes? There is one that is discussing things with me now, but nothing solid. But yes, there is somebody who is looking into it, but what they can do, I don't know. But I don't want to say everything. But okay. Stewart says, dead 3 months after meeting her and 3 days after completing what was a massive transaction. There speaks for itself. Also, did she say he was robbed? He wasn't. I guess, I don't know if she came up with that or she got that from the police that it was a robbery. I don't know. But I said from that day one, I did not think this was a robbery. You don't pull up, shoot somebody two times in the head. And the witnesses say that story of a robbery is not true. That's a quote, is not true. And one lady went on the news program, but they blurred her face out and said that. Okay, push the story on TikTok. I'll figure out, if I can figure out I can barely work Instagram. I can't figure out how to post on Instagram. Really, I can do it from my phone now. Spent 30 minutes the other night trying to fool with that. It's just not enough time in the day. And what's the other one? I don't do Facebook. Facebook is just, I'm not a fan of Facebook. I get there for resource purposes. Yeah. And then what's the other one? Instagram, whatever the other one is. I have it, but do I Twitter? And that's how I'm reaching out to a lot of people just because it's so simple. Remember, there's a link in the description of the video. It'll be in this one also that gives you a shortcut. You click on this link and it automatically will populate the different people that you click on. The senator, congressman, ambassador, whoever, and it goes through each one, media outlet 1, media outlet 2. You can send that same one and do this in less than 3 minutes, and you can send it out to at least 10 to 15 people. So please assist. Again, I need your help. We cannot do this without your help. I and the family, we're not gathering as much information as anyone else. It's because of the viewers. It's because of you. The reason I have so much information right now is because of you, the viewer, not because of the work I can do, because there's not enough time in a day for me to look all this up. But that's a good idea. I'll figure out how TikTok works. As long as I don't have to dance. There you go. Tim Reed Memorial Fund. Okay, Septimo Dia. I'm familiar with the name. Let's see. Four Caminos. Jerry, what are you referring to? Four Caminos. Are those news media outlets there? Casino Brown. How do you do that? Okay. Jerry says, Jerry Stanwich, good one. The Colombia, they are 2 programs, like definitely will help. Okay. If anybody has any links, that's what makes my life easier. Send me the link, because I get emails and it says you need to email this person, email that person, or tweet this person, or tweet that person, or Instagram message this person or that person, or Facebook message this person or that person. And I do it while I'm reading it. I will take that, go right over and compose. I will create that, and I already have something that's already pre-written depending on the circumstance. So it's all ready to go. Or Séptimo Día, or Los Informantes. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Séptimo Día. Let me get through some more of these. And again, if you're not familiar, did I pass? Okay, I did go too far. Okay, let me get caught up. Do you think the girlfriend is hiding for her safety? I don't know. Well, she's not hiding. She's in that apartment. So not much hiding going on there. So I'm going to have to say no to that one, that she's not in danger. Because if she were, her sister lives there. That's who she lived with when she first got to Barranquilla. So she does have family there. And if she's got no money, I mean, she's got some money because she got a tattoo the other day. So I don't know. But I know we need her help. So Heidi, I'm asking for your help again. Please help. If you can TikTok, just talk about it and use hashtags. Okay, I still need to learn how to use hashtags too. But yeah, I get you. I know it's a social media. Remember, I'm getting older, and these things are less friendly to me when you get older, friendly to anybody that gets older. Fact is, she is a suspect and needs to be questioned. Oh, absolutely. Everybody involved in this should be questioned. The people in the meeting, the people at the notary. Let's see. Vincent says, how would the killers know he was outside at that time? Someone had to let him know he was outside. They wouldn't have just shown up at that time. That's why some people say he was summoned to the corner. Neighbor said that. He was summoned to the corner. What that meant, I don't know. Meet me on the corner for this, and he literally took a stool out there and waited on the corner? I don't know. Okay, guys, let's suppose for a minute she ain't got nothing to do with the killing. You would want to live there knowing that the killers have a purpose, and that's keeping the businesses or apartments. She may not have anything to do with it at all. I have no evidence that I have no evidence on anyone. We have what do you call it? Whatever kind of evidence that's, it's just there. It does not prove anything. Okay, let's see it. Yes. Citizen 4, Heidy Marie may be hiding something, or she may be scared for her family's safety. If she was scared for her family's safety, she'd move. Personally, that's my personal thought. Why do you stay in that house if you're not trying to get the property? It's not she has family in San Andres, and she's got family in Barranquilla. So, they knew each other for 3 months. If you're not familiar with this story, they knew each other for 3 months. Motorcycle plates in Colombia are 6 digits. I don't know. That's what the newspaper put up. Jason Brown says she might be scared. For all we know, she might be getting death threats. If they kill Tim, then they might kill her. Let's remember she lives there. I know. Why is she living there, Jason? That's my question. Why is she living there? Is the house worth risking life? I mean, especially since she said somebody stole a key that day, or a key was missing that day. How do we get past that? If you're in danger, you leave. Why didn't she want the family to have her WhatsApp number? I don't know. I can't answer that. And she didn't answer it to me. The opinionated. I think this is an isolated incident that could have been avoided if Mr. Reed had done more research. Owning in Colombia, lessons to be learned. Yes, thank you for your comment. Okay, Mike B says, what did she do before meeting Tim? She worked on a cruise ship, and then she worked on a call center when she moved there. And I don't know if she worked there like 3 weeks or whatever before she says Tim asked her to quit her job and help him full time. I don't know. I mean, we're only speculating now. She had something to do with it, hence why she does not want to help the family. I mean, not necessarily. We cannot say for sure that anybody did it for sure. Remember, we don't know. We don't have any evidence. We just don't have any evidence. Reed was a good guy. This should not have happened to him. I agree. When you watch those videos, you have to know this was a good guy. I mean, it's sad, but this is why I cannot just stop. I will stop this YouTube after this if things don't go well. There's no need for me to continue on. I mean, unless the only thing I could say, I mean, you're going down for medical reasons, or going down for cultural reasons, I get it, but coming and going and quickly and watching out for yourself, because it's looking pretty dangerous. Desperate people do desperate things. Okay, I just asked my wife, who is a lawyer in Barranquilla, and she said to get those documents regarding the property under a person's name is public and is 15K pesos. Yeah, somebody told me it was $5 the other day. You go directly to the Oficina Instrumentos Públicas. Are you there, by the way, Gregory? Do me a favor. Can you or your wife send me some information via email? Just so I can follow up on that. dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com. dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com. Okay. Okay, the opinionator. I think this is an isolated incident. This could have been avoided if Mr. Revell hadn't. Might be if she really loved him, like she says, she would do everything possible to find who is responsible. She's hiding something for sure. Every time I asked it, if the police had talked to her, she said no. She says she's going to leave it in God's hands. Whereas we're trying to put it in your hands and in the police's hands and in the mayor's hand and the senator's hand and everybody's hand. God can guide them, but we need some people on the ground to jump on this. In the last photo, was he wearing his headphones? I don't know. You mean sitting in the chair? I don't know. From that picture, I don't recall. He had on his glasses, which the lenses came out somehow that day. I think the police said esposa by mistake. Well, they said it by mistake a few times on a few different channels. When I say channels, I mean a few different. I'm looking at it only online. But they did it more than once, multiple times. I would say half out of the, 10 times I heard it. Unfortunate as it is, I believe this is an isolated, okay. When in Rome. Don Racito, the ex cannot really say anything because of the Spanish caste system where Afro-Colombians are at the bottom rung. Okay, just in my humble opinion. Not familiar with that much, the differences in how they react to each other. New York Marine, Luis is my moderator in my group. Remember, if you want to join our group, send me your name and WhatsApp number to dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, and I'll get you in. Excellent job with staying on the case and keeping his memory alive. I'm doing what I can, Luis. Safe travels. Where are you, by the way? Where are you, man? You going in, I don't know how many countries in the past 3 or 4 days. You're keeping it moving, though. GoFundMe link. Okay. It's the Timothy Reed Senior Memorial Fund. Remember to join our community. That's scrolling along the bottom. Okay. Let me catch up with the comments. Hang on. Hope it's the same one. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me. Did they get married for Caminos? I'm trying to catch up. It doesn't show me where my place was, where I left off at. She may be scared for her family's safety. Let's see. Go. Just ask the opinionated. I got Mike B. She really loved him. In last photos. Yeah, we don't know what he was. Just know he had on gray shorts. I'll leave that alone. I think the police say esposa, unfortunately, it is beliefs nicely. Okay, the ex cannot really say anything because of this. Okay, I got that one. Excellent job with staying on the case and keeping its memory alive. Luis, there you go. Now I'm caught up. Okay, Stuart says, was an earlier comment by, yeah, right, that you asked if someone could translate. I do need translators at time, especially with the paperwork. But really, I do have 2 people that help me that can speak the language. And that because of our rapport over the past month and a half, that I trust them, of course. Stephen Bolivar, Rex says esposa is not a mistake. If they can have a union marital, it's a legal marriage in Colombia. And as his wife, she would be the next of kin and have legal claim to his assets. Supposedly what we've read is that if you are married, you get half because it's, I forgot what the term was, but it goes back to the kids first. And then if they're married, then she gets half or something like that. But I don't know. I just know if you're afraid, you move. So it is what it is. No, the commander did not make a mistake. He was repeating what he was told. There you go. Green, thumbs up. Thank you, Luis. Super notariado. Okay, I can't click on it right here. She would have no legal obligation to cooperate with the family. I'm not asking for legal obligation. I'm asking for, if you say you love this man, he had a family for what, 20 some odd years. help the family out. If you loved him, you would help his kids. I'm saying that's just what's on my mind. Okay. What's in my head. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying from, how I grew up, if you actually cared about that other person's family, and you have to care about the other person's family, why be with that person? How could you date somebody if you don't care about their family? How could you marry somebody and don't even know the family? He hadn't even met her family yet. He hadn't been to San Andres yet. So remember, they knew each other for 3 months. Okay. DC, maybe his girlfriend is afraid of her for her life living inside the apartment, believes she is being monitored. Possibly. How are you afraid in a place where people know where you are? I'm missing that point. How are you afraid in a place where people know your address? If you're afraid, you leave that place, right? Am I wrong? Am I right or wrong? You tell me. Okay. Love from the UK. Thanks so much for your hard work trying to solve this case. Thank you. From the UK, thank you. What time is it there? Are you up late or are you up early? Okay, Han says, you're doing an awesome job. Good seeing you again. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here too. We're at 138 right now. Please hit the likes. That's what gives me a hand here. They show it to more people when you hit like and you comment. And I got another 15 minutes and I'm going to cut out, but let me get through the comments. Anyone else think that the red moto has been chopped and parted and is in Bogota by now? Possibly. There are 500 murders a year in Barranquilla, which is very high for a relatively small city. I think the police just don't have the resources to investigate them. Well, according to what I know and what the public knows, they haven't done anything. I mean, a lot of police showed up when it happened, but what do you know that they've done since then? I'm not saying that they haven't done anything, but if they have, we don't know. We just don't know. Maybe she wants to assist, but she's afraid to help the family. I don't know. Well, she seemed to be upset that Timothy's ex-wife was involved because she's representing her kids. She's the executor of his will. Don Rosito, I believe that she might be considered his common law esposa. I sure hope not. The guy who said the license plate for the motorcycle has only six numbers is correct. There you go, Don Jesus. So maybe if you're going to do a crime, most crimes I would say that they steal a motorcycle first of all, and if it is their motorcycle because it's fast or whatever, that they would put a fake license tag on it. That just makes sense to me. T-Far says, "Oh, thank you, Robert. The headphones in his final picture, he rushed out. Since he left phones, he was called there by someone." Now I see what your point is. He grabbed a stool. He brought that stool with him, according to Heidy Marie. That's interesting, though. That's interesting. And minutes later. Okay, Luis, New York Marine says, Stuart, you are right. Resources is a problem, but when you're an American is killed overseas, it's a big deal. It's cast, but bad light on the country. J Love, what's up, buddy? Do you think you could be putting your own well-being at risk if you visit Medellin? I think an organized criminal structure is involved. Well, let's just say this. I'm not going to Barranquilla. I never wanted to go anyway, but whoa, thank you for the 300,000 super chat. Who is this? Theo93. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And $10 from Erasmus Otenio. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hopefully I didn't miss any that pops up. Thank you guys. Much appreciation. I'm doing this because of you. And for those who want to travel there, you want to know that you're safe. How many times do I get that question? Is it safe? Is it safe to go now? Are the protests over? Every day, especially if you haven't been your first time and you've been watching me for any period of time, you got to be wondering, is it safe? Well, I mean, it's relative. I mean, I'm going back to Medellin. I'll have somebody with me when I'm recording. I'll make sure that I have some sort of security when I record, but I'm going back. When, I don't know. I don't think I may promote that visit, but But I'll be back. You know, at least of now, until they just, you know, screw the pooch, and then, you know, it is what it is. Septimo dia, caracoltv.com. Okay, thank you, Stuart. Thank you. I will go back and look at this comment. I can't pin the comment right here, but if you can, again, send it to me via email, dcbornrob@gmail.com. That's the one scrolling across the bottom right now. Okay. This is Miss Tammy. Okay. I figured it out. Heidi just got a huge tattoo of Timothy. Yes, she did. I don't believe she has anything to do with it. I do think she is scared and worried about how she's going to provide for her children. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not going to be, I don't want to be opposite all the time when somebody says it's not her, because it may not be her. She may have absolutely nothing to do with this. And this is why I was so respectful when I talked to her, because I have to assume that everything she says is correct. I had to believe everything that the ex that Timothy had been with was being truthful as well. They featured this type of story. Okay, Stuart, I appreciate it. Excellent. Thomas Hilmerson says, keep in mind about 35 people a day are murdered in Colombia while the police is notoriously understaffed and underfunded. That is why the rate of solving such crimes is so incredibly low. But what gets me is why they don't, circumstantial, that's the word, circumstantial evidence. Yeah, but what gets me is that why is the United States, you know, this United States government gives them money. So why is the United States government not saying, okay, solve this? Why should a YouTuber, why should me, you know, why should you have to donate to something like this when they should be taking the lead on it? But no, we're left to try to figure and sift and sort. And we have found out a lot of information that the public doesn't know. And I have put it out on this channel, and way more than the police have. I have definitely put out more than the police have. Definitely put out more than the police have. They haven't put out anything since that first day that I'm aware of. And I searched for these stories with his name on it too. Circumstantial evidence. I must be a few minutes behind because that's just now popping up. Yeah, I could not. It was gone. New York Marine says, a hit such as this takes time to plan. Perhaps, let's see, the perpetrators may have surveilled him for some time and learned his habits and routines before killing him. Possibly. He was easy to watch. You knew where he was. He's coming and going. He's wearing a dashiki. You know, people say the gold chain is small, but that's a relative statement also, because that gold chain would get snatched there. Kill for, Urban Nomad says, what up, Rob? You made it to Guatemala yet? Not yet. Not yet. Still on the list. Still on the list, bro. Still on the list. I cannot wait to get back, man. That is one of those at least 4 or 5 day weekends I want to do. Okay, can we get his phone and text message records from the cell phone company? You would figure that they could. They can't hear. I think they listen to, you know, every call we make is recorded anyway. This is recorded. She could be strengthening her claim to being his esposa and in turn the estate by getting the tattoo. They better know it's after the fact she did this. You know, she told me that a lot of people are saying that, you know, that she moved in after he was killed, and that's not true. I get that. He just purchased the building 4 days before. 4, 5, or 6 days before when he made that video on the balcony. That was, but he posted it, the full video, the morning of his killing. All of his complaints and gripes, when you watch that video, he posted that on the 20th, the morning of his passing. I don't think that's a coincidence. He put everything out. And I don't know if that's the same one that had the notary where he actually recorded, fourth notary. Because I had somebody ask me what notary it is. Well, I know what it is. It's the fourth notary. There's more questions than answers, and that's for sure. But yeah, she did get a tattoo, so she's got some money coming from somewhere, because last I checked, they're not free. I think whoever took the picture of him sitting outside, let the killers know he was outside, no other reason for taking the picture. Well, someone did come up with a reason. They said that in that neighborhood, it's kind of odd to see somebody sitting out front of your house like that. So they took a picture of him just in case something pops off. They got a picture of him from behind. Now, if that's true, then they would have posted it later. Look, here's the guy that got killed. So there is, I mean, it could be another reason. Okay. She is in on it, in my opinion. I got you. But that's too easy. Citizen 4, accessory to the accessory after the fact. Shut up and you can live in the house for a while. Who knows Citizen 4? Tweezy says she was in on it, in my opinion. I got you. Curtis says, Rob, question is why a month later YouTubers are asking all the questions and not Heidi. She is social media smart, but not reaching out to police, senators, his family, etc. The grieving time is over. It's action. So again, I asked, has the police told you anything? Have you called them? Nope, she hasn't called them. She doesn't want to interfere. She wants to let them do their job. She's going to let God handle it. There you go. I mean, that's what it is. What happened to the motorcycle tag? I don't know. I don't know. It had 5 letters that I have. USM 79, I believe. And I'll show it in a second. Let me pull the picture up again also. Oh, wait a minute. Let me be able to get back. Charles G., thanks for the $5 super chat. Okay, don't let me go too far. And I hadn't even got to Theo. Wow. I need to run through some of these really quick because I was going to get off at 8. Do me a favor. We got 162 in the room. Do me a favor. Hit the like button for me, please. Hit the little X, hit the like, and then go back and you can get back in the chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss. Okay, strengthening her claim. Whoever took the picture, she's in her. Okay, here I am. I better stay here before I get lost again. Again, I'm using StreamYard. You can see this little duck up in the corner. That's what I'm using for the first time. Rob, question is why a month later YouTubers, hey, I get it. Why is she not calling? We need her help because she's the only one that knows everything. Heidy Marie, if you're watching this video, we know you know everything. We know you were there every step of the way when he signed everything, when he signed up for everything, when he went back and forth, and you told me that you recorded everything. So please help the family. Please help the family. Okay. Uganda 16 said, I got 0.79 euros. I guess that's euros. Thank you so much. The Africa says, what happened to his cell phone? Well, supposedly there were 2 cell phones. And I think they said in one of the stories that they gave back both cell phones. I know Heidy Marie has one because she called the family from one when it first happened. Okay, Jamal says, Rob, you got to stay safe and be careful while on your job. Blessings. Yes, sir. I am back in the States, and I'm in a state where we carry. I'll just say that. So the girlfriend may know who the killer is, but still not want to cooperate due to the risk that she will get hit. Can anybody, before I keep scrolling, can anybody tell me why, if she's in fear, why is she still staying in the same location across the street from where it happened too? In Colombia, esposa is used about women who simply live with someone. It does not mean they're actually married. Okay, well, that would make sense if that puts a different light on it. Maybe the police were calling her that because he knew they lived together. But keep in mind, although she said, I didn't move in after he passed away, they couldn't have been there 3 days. And if you remember, he said it's going to be locked down over the weekend. So I'm thinking he was out there on that Friday, the 16th, the weekend before, when he made that video, when he was just stressed and he was looking around. We think that was the 16th, the Friday before. So they hadn't moved, and you saw him walk through the apartment that day. So there was nothing in there. So 4 days later, okay, from that point when you saw him walk through, there's nothing there. 4 days later, he's murdered on the corner. How much of living time did they have in that place? And he said that it was a quarantine weekend. So shouldn't have been any moving going on then too. So really, how much was in that place? So I know she says she didn't move there, that they lived there together. My question for you is, how long were they living there? 2 days? 1 day? Okay, the tenants, Mr. Reed, had intended to evict our suspects and I don't hear any discussion about that. Everyone keeps bringing up the girlfriend. There are numerous suspects. Obviously, I mean, there are numerous suspects. That's obvious, Jay, for sure. She may not have anything to do with it at all and just be looking out for herself and trying to score. We don't know. W. Cole, looks like he was waiting for someone to show up in that picture taken from behind. Well, if somebody sent him out there, then yeah, he's probably waiting on somebody. Nick Marine Luis says, I'm currently in outskirts of Santiago. Okay, Santiago. Chile? Oh, Dominican Republic. Okay, again, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm pretty much in the same countryside. To my surprise, my family here has some mediocre Wi-Fi, but it works. Well, good. Appreciate you joining us, man. I was going to ask you, I know you got a lot going on too, but I was going to ask you if you wanted to jump on today. Preparing for New York for a day, then Monday, then Medellin on Tuesday. Man, I remember those days. I have not been traveling like that. Jamal Bro says moral. Alonzo says everyone needs to help themselves. That's true, but everyone needs to help somebody who can't help themselves too. So, I mean, I think we should all reach back and help where we can. Don't let this case stress you out and possibly ruin your own health, Rob, especially if it doesn't work out. This case will be difficult to solve. I feel you. I appreciate that too, Jay. I'm trying not to, but you know, my girl will tell you, we up late sometimes. Well, how's it going with this or what happened with that? It's stressful, especially to see the lack of movement from our officials. They're moving now, but they're moving slow. Peace. Hey, appreciate it. Ankempentu. If I said it wrong, I apologize. Mark O says that then Americans are rich and they think Americans are rich and won't need the money. Well, they think we're rich, you know, and please, again, to everybody, don't wear gold. Don't wear anything shiny. Don't wear fake gold. Don't wear silver. Don't wear fake silver. Don't wear bronze. Don't wear anything shiny. Don't wear a big face wash. You know, leave all that stuff at home. Don't wear it there and then take it off. You may be watched from the time you land at the airport. I'm always conscious of that. Carla says, I really don't think that she's involved. She had too much to lose. An American man is a meal ticket in Colombia, and he had big plans. So she had lots to gain still. But okay, I won't say but. Okay. No, but you're right. You're right. I mean, I get the thought process behind that, Carla. Yeah. Tuscan Wonder says she can't leave if they're watching. She got a tattoo, so she left. And I don't know, maybe she took the kids with her. I don't know. My take is that she's not afraid because she truly believes that it was a robbery gone bad. My take. And that could be. It could be truly just a robbery. We need the video. If there's video, then show us. If you watch Narcos, they watch how you move. Yes, any good criminal worth their weight is going to watch you for any period of time. Okay, move very quickly from anywhere I don't trust. Absolutely. I'm up and out. When they shut off that tear gas, how long did it take me to leave? I knew it was time to go. Erasmus Othinio, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you, guys. Thank all of you. Please keep on this. We're behind you 100%, 1,000%. Thank you so much. I'm not going to let it go. I still have videos. I'm halfway through my second video for Medellin. Then I'll probably have a third one to end on that. But I still have video on San Antonio. We also did Miami and Key West, my new favorite place in the country. And we're getting ready to head back out. I think we're going to Vegas soon. So you'll see it. So thank you for that super chat. Tuscan Wonder says if they think you'll snitch, they'll knock you off. I believe if it was a hit, I have to say if it was a robbery, I have to say it because we just don't know. But there's video. Much love to the straight souls, says Alonzo Nolan. Mark O. They sold the house. It's out of their hands. They have the money. The owners. I guess you're talking about. Tuscaloosa says, so you're stuck until it passes over. Natty Bungle, put yourself in the shoe for a minute. In her shoe for a minute. Would you answer the phone to someone talking negative about you or putting out videos where most of the comments seem to point the finger at you? Well, she came on because she had a point of view to tell. She had a narrative, and I let her tell it. and she has the link right now. She could come on right now and clear things up, or clear things up even a little bit better. Again, nobody knows everything, all the details of the property except for her. No one else does. Police don't, news media, nobody knows. Okay. She ain't scared, and I don't believe she is naive at all. I just hope she cooperates with the family. That's all. Jason Brown says, I agree. If you're afraid 9 times out of 10, then you move. Sometimes if a kill can't find you, but can find you and your family, well, you know what I'm getting at. I got you. Theo, again, thank you so much for the 300,000, which is 300 mil peso. Thank you so much, Theo. And people say, oh, it's Colombia. That's still a lot of money. So thank you so much. Wheezy 619, you keep saying that if you're afraid that you leave the place, can you apply the same logic to Mr. Reed, since y'all kept saying he made the videos for his safety? I can't tell you what's inside his head. When I make that comment, if I'm afraid of something and I leave, I'm just making that comment myself. I can't tell you what was inside of his head. And the only thing I can think of is that he saw what he wanted. He was working towards it, and he focused so tightly. He got that done in 4 months. He got all that done in 4 months, which is like incredible what he did, and didn't notice anything else around him. So common law after 2 months, LOL. I hope not. From the looks of it, women in this live chat don't believe she did it. I get that. I thought the state guys, some guys too. I thought the State Department had a level 4 do not travel advisory. They do. I think they upped it to 4 like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, saying don't go. Colombia has some issues to work out. Okay, do me a favor, hit the like button. There's 158 people in here. I'm going to get through the last ones if I can, and I'll end it here. I just want to jump on for a quick hour just to touch base with you all, face to face, at least live. To be honest, I never felt unsafe going to Santa Marta. What I don't spend a lot of time in is out at night and only in the popular areas for tourists. But I've been to other places too that I never felt unsafe. I would say the same thing about Medellin when I was there before, but when I went a couple of weeks ago, different world, different feeling of safety and security. You'll see it in my video. Hopefully I'll post tomorrow or the next day. In South America, cream dollar bill, y'all. Okay. Citizen 4, most of the world is level 4 right now due to the pandemic. I got you. Nick Marine. Okay. Another factor we have to consider is Timothy said he was out there for Latina women, so we don't know who's the woman he hooked up with. Well, he was dating somebody for 1.5 years, almost 2 years, and it was serious. I'll just, without saying how I know it was serious. So I'm not just trusting what she said. And that she says he filled out the K-9 for her last August. They broke up in December. He met this new girl in January, and they were together for 3 months. So that's the timeline. Another factor we have to consider is Timothy said he was out there. Oh, okay. Same one. Uncontento. I hear that the police is highly corrupt and tied to the mob. I don't know. I can only go by what people tell me, and I hear this too. This channel is my new obsession. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following along. Again, I wouldn't still be sitting here on this story had it not been for the help, again, of O, G, D, and K. Thank you all, and more. But those initials right there have helped me so much, especially O. I cannot tell you how much information has been coming to me. I believe the level 4 do not travel on Colombia is for COVID risk. It's also crime too. I read it the other day, Luis. It was like you can get murdered, kidnapped, and such and such and such. They do have a separate risk chart for security and safety. It goes up and down all the time. Hopefully they drop that 4 soon. April says, I feel they all involved, including the first girlfriend. I would like to know if the second girlfriend came after him or did he come after her? I bet the old girlfriend set him up and everybody got paid. There's another angle I haven't heard. So there's a young lady that says guilty. But again, we don't know. So we can't say every comment we get where it says, I know he did this, she did this. I have to go behind you and say, well, we don't know. We don't know because nobody's given us any information. We can guess, but we don't know. The governor of America has no personal government in Colombia. But I'm assuming that they have nothing to do with homicides, especially if it's an Afro-American or Afro-descendant. That's from right. The moto is an East Indian-made moto. Okay. Charles G., thank you for the $5 super chat, sir. Thank you so much. The family needs to cut a deal with her, sell the property, and give her part of the proceeds to protect her financially. I would say, hey, take a piece of this. So you can stay here. You can monitor this and just work with us. You have all the information, because otherwise it's going to be more challenging for the family. And it doesn't look good on Heidy Marie. If the family has to go through the trenches to get all this stuff and she's going to fight them for the property, it's not going to look good on her. So I'm hoping that she will come around and help. They all lie. Okay, I got you, April. Credit, debit, bank records, still spending records, all that stuff. We don't know where his credit cards are now. I mean, I don't know. Okay, Leo, if your gut tells you something isn't right, believe it. There you go. Oh, did I scroll too far? Wait a minute. Did I go too far? I think I did. Okay. Am I catching up? Well, I didn't see that one. Okay, free. Okay, let me go back up. I think I am there. Where was I? Why didn't I don't like that this does not tell you where they, okay, they all lied. I remember that. Credit, debit, yeah, right. Your gut tells you something. I got you. Okay, Carla, well, I don't think she is involved. I also don't think she's willingly give up her possessions to his family since it's all she has left. I don't know. I don't know about that, Carla. April says no papers, no deed, no money, and he buried in Colombia. Yeah, he wanted to be buried in Colombia, though, just so everyone knows. She didn't, decide that on her own. That was something that he wanted. The street that he got killed doesn't match with the main avenue where the property is located. Watch the video, and is a main two-way street where he got killed. It's only one-way small street. Yeah, trust me, I've driven all around that neighborhood. I know that corner very well right now. That's how we found the house that took the picture. April says they knew they were going to kill this man for this money. Indeed, be careful, sir. I don't want to see you get hurt. This forbid. I wouldn't trust anyone. I'm not trusting anyone, that's for sure. California Kid says, keep up the good work, Rob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Julio Santana, when money is involved, there's no telling what people are willing to do. Money turns the average person into a monster. This has what you get for getting all over it. Okay. Carla, that's exactly what I've been saying. Liked and sub. Thank you, Tweezy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not sub, most people who watch the videos don't subscribe. If you're getting any benefit out of my videos, though, please do. Andrew says free rent. I got you. Free rent is motivating. It would motivate me. I doubt she'll keep the family. She'll help the family if that means that she doesn't get to keep the property and money. The family can help her, though, can offer to help her. I've offered that. We can help her. I can help her. I mean, I would send some money to help her out if she's still seriously struggling. In this circumstance, if she had nothing to do with it, why would I not? Of course I would. I mean, I don't have a lot, but I have something that could help her. Girlfriend expected him to save her. Says Andrew. April says she's not scared. She is safe there because she is in on it. But the first girlfriend, in my opinion, said something that made me think she set it all up. I would like to know how they met online. The new girlfriend or the recent one met on something called Tag. I've never heard of Tag, T-A-G. Carla says she's still there because even if it wasn't set up, okay, the same one. So she's probably safe. Plus, she needs a place to stay. Don Ho, trust no one, especially when traveling. Always act humble. Trading stock, I can predict that she will not give up the property to the family easily. And that's a shame if she does fight it. Why not help the family, especially if you claim to love this man? Why would you not help his family, help his children, his children? I'm sure they will be willing to help your family. That's what I don't know. All that money, a lot of people got paid. Nick Marine says, this is Luis, says, there can be a few reasons why Timothy's wife might be apprehensive to assist. But one thing is for sure, she has no contact with the family to help him get some closure, That's true. She's not helping. I hope she will. And that's the whole point of this video, is to ask her, Heidy Marie, will you help the family? Will you help the family? All the paperwork that they need, this stuff could be done so quick, and you get a piece of it, you get to stay there, or you get a new place. Or, I mean, who's to say how things will work out? But it would help the family out immensely if you would assist them. Okay, I don't think she has anything to do with it. Okay, she did say that they were not married. That's true. She said it a few times. The international community stick together no matter what. There we go. If you are a fellow traveler, this is who I'm doing this for. I am a traveler. My girl's a traveler. We can't wait to leave whenever we have free time. I mean, and I love Colombia and I love Guatemala, so I can't wait to get back there too. Costa Rica, wherever. Mexico, right down the block. Carlos says, most Colombians figure that the U.S. government will help find the murderers. Yes, just like in the movies. That's why she's not moving. The locals don't mess with the government like that. You know what? You're right, because I look at the Spanish channels where they comment, and the comments are all, ooh, they messed up this time. They killed an American. Oh, they're not going to play this. They're going to extradite them. People are worried about it. All this stuff is supportive of our side, saying, oh, they messed up. The government's going to be on it extra tight now. I'm not seeing it. I'll just say that. Maybe they are doing a whole lot behind the scenes, but it's not in front of the scenes, that's for sure. The Africa says, she had to have orchestrated this, or this wouldn't have happened. Casino Brown, this happened to me, but in Georgia. I had a lady for a short time. Then she robbed me when I went to the grocery store shopping. Thought she wanted her own online business, not my money. New rule, no build, no chill. Okay. April says, stay your ass at home. Okay. Trading stock, how about buying stock caught before 9:50 a.m.? When I go to Colombia, I look poorer than the people that live there. There you go. I said when I went, I bought my shirt. This is one of the shirts I bought from Walmart. $5.99. Better believe it. Mingle in. Get you a basic shirt, white, black, blue, gray, fit. I will be in Kibdo, however you say that, in a couple of weeks, and I will gladly give you an interview. I have a lot of respect for you. Thank you so much, Jay. You've been around for quite a while as one of my viewers, so I know you, and you watch the other channels too and comment. You have a lot of insight. I told you, man, I've been trying to get you to come on for a while. You are definitely welcome here. Natty Bungle says, I can't see how she has anything to do with it, as she appears to be pretty switched on. And if that's the case, then why wouldn't she wait until the setup? Or did I click on this? Why wouldn't she wait until he set up the business and the house? Well, he bought the business. Now she can, I don't know. I don't want to read into it. April says, with his pants pulled down. Yes, they did pull his pants down. Ale Zone. Monica started with her interview with Travels with Babbitt. She said first that they were not married, and later in the same interview that they were. No, I listened to that a few times. That second time, the writing is wrong. She said we weren't, but she has an accent. She was saying she was not married, but the text said, yeah, we were. I listened to that a few times. Hearsay. Everything is hearsay. Did she get a tattoo of him? Yes, it's a little picture of her and him and some writing underneath it too. I should have worked that on. Curtis says, if the same thing happened to one of Heidi's children in Barranquilla, I doubt she would leave it in God's hand versus doing the work to produce justice. Just a thought. I hear you, Curtis. Am I not clicking on these? Okay. Yes, the stool he carried to the corner, he was waiting for someone. He was definitely set up. There you go. Carla says, Nutty Bungle, exactly. YouTubers care more than she does. Rich's World. Thank you, sir. Welcome, Rich's World. Man, I watched a lot of your videos, you know, and thank you for the creative content that you allow us to reshare. Richard actually walks around a lot of major cities in South America. You just did Vegas not too long ago, I think. Good footage, brother. Good push. Thank you for what you do. And Carla, I agree. And she would have waited a week until they got married, and then she would have been entitled to his estate, half of it maybe. Yeah, very disappointed to say to leave it in God's hands. She could do more about it. I agree. If you're new to a neighborhood, why go sit outside in front of somebody else's house? Unless you were asked to go sit there. I don't know. He was sitting out there to look at his business. My thoughts. That's what I thought at first too. He was sitting there, look, I just created this. And it was a tree. I don't know. There's so many things up in the air we don't know. What he just bought, admiring it. Gotcha. Exactly. Okay, be careful, Rob. Don't share to the when you get to Medellin. Please be safe, man. The police might be in on this too. I got you. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, like when I was there, people would say, be safe, brother. Be safe. Be careful. Be safe. So when, like I said, 40 people tell you be safe, you need to be safe. Like I said, if 20 people tell you smell, you need to reevaluate your smell. So listen, I listen to what people say. So $300K, about $80, good money. Don Hoyer. If they have pics and license plate numbers, how hard is it to trace it back to the purse? If it was their personal motorcycle. Here's what the American embassy comes in, so angry that they are not stepping in. They're going to have to do something now because the U.S. government has reached out to them now and will continue to do so because we're going to stay on top of them. She was better off with him alive. She had nothing to gain from his death. She would have waited until they were married. If she was involved, she was living her best life with Timothy. Did I not click on that? I got to see it with me. I hear you. Carlos says correct. See it with me. I'm fully vaccinated, want to move to Colombia, but after all that's going on, Colombia is going to be unsafe for a while. There's a thought. I cannot go along or not. I have to leave it in you guys' hands. Agree. She has more to gain if she waited to get married. The only reason she would have him killed at that time would be if he was breaking up with her. Yeah. So if he was breaking up with her and she's like, we don't know. Okay. Monica started a minute. 1413 who travels with Babbitt's interview. I was married to Timothy. Well, listen to that. Let me tell you something. I reran that over and over and over and over and over again. So you're saying that she told me 3 or 4 times that she wasn't married. She told him once that she wasn't married, and then she all of a sudden said she was married. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she slipped. I don't know. I pray she's not. Exactly. Oh, the ex. Now that's something else entirely. AO's on. Okay. Also. Okay, he met the new girl too quick for the ex not to be involved. That's my take. The person who killed Timothy will benefit the most from his death. 606, nothing to say after that one. Please don't share your location or share to the public when you get to Colombia, bro. Be careful, sir. The police might be connected to this murder. I feel you. I am careful. There's too many other countries too, man. And at this point, they're just not making me happy at all. Aozone, she was saying that people make up stories like they were married. She wasn't saying they were married. I don't believe, let's see, wait a minute. How did I just jump past this? They were only dating. Okay. Oh my God, did I skip a bill? Bail zone CDV. I'm sorry, I'm having to scroll back up here. Somehow I lost my place. Okay. Monica started in the 30. Okay, exactly. Oh, the ex-AO zone. Also, he met the new girl too quick. That's true. I think they broke up. He was hurt, and he went right online, and he met someone. The person who killed Timothy would benefit from it the most. Okay. Please don't share your location. Again, I am being safe. She was saying that people make up stories like they were married. April says, we got clues. LOL. Carlos says, Latina rage after a breakup is a thing, y'all, I'll be looking for first. It's another angle, another avenue, another suspect. My dear brother, I was in Central today in Medellin, and it was crazy. I'm moving back to Cartagena immediately. I hear you. Am I clicking on this? Okay. I feel the girlfriend is the one. Think about this. If you leave a woman after 2 years, or you're saying the ex one, what would make her think he was staying with her? Well, Heidy Marie claims she doesn't know anything about. She says we talked and we talked. I know his whole life since he was childhood, but I asked her about the ex-girlfriend. I don't know nothing about her. I'm like, well, he just broke up with her. You don't know anything about her? How about the family? She never met the family. No one in the family's ever met her. The first time I think they heard from her is when she called him that morning. And that's sad. Can the kids check if there's activity on the credit cards and bank accounts? I don't know. That is a good question. Because we know where he was banking to. And someone saw him at the BBVA also. There's so much evidence out here. I've been in Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota. Haven't been back since 2019. Well, we've been a year out of the loop, that's for sure, at CDV. I can't be too sure about that because the context of what she says immediately after that is, I don't have anything. Either way, how did she claim his remains if she had no legal relationship to him? I don't know. And that's around the time that she talked to the family too. So I don't know if the family, I don't know how that worked. Don says 3 months relationship is not enough for a serious. I'm saying anybody, especially if you're an old cat like me, 3 months is not a long relationship. Okay, this Miss YLJ says this is truly a mystery, but the truth will prevail. I'm keeping up faith. There you go. I appreciate it. We need that support. We need those good vibes. They were only dating, says Don. Has it been confirmed that the family will receive the deed? Nothing's been confirmed right now. Zone, they were living together, no family in Colombia. She was next in line to claim the body. I'm in Medellin. See it with me, says I'm in Medellin. I think it's looking a bit better in terms of restaurants and overall mood. I love this city and the people. I know what you mean. And especially you're allowed to stay up to midnight now. That's back open, really. It's like a weekday, which used to be live too. So Aaron says if he was called outside by someone and he was waiting to meet with them, then why wouldn't he bring his phone? It makes no sense. Yeah, going anywhere without your cell phone, I don't get. CDV sees the embassy in the outline of the legal requirements in Colombia to claim a body. Proof of legal relationship is required. Something doesn't jive right, or the law was skirted. Okay, Carlos says, Rob, you are earning your blessings, brother. Thanks for keeping this going. I'm in to scour the Colombian media to see if seeing if they're saying anything new, and I'll report back. Please, again, you guys are my sources that give me most of my information. I have some main people that are helping me, but I get tips from all over the place. Aaron, because he was out there looking at what he just bought, admiring it. That's all. You don't bring a phone out for that, like meditating, looking at the beach, but his building. I agree with that too, especially in the beginning, but I still would have had my phone with me. I downloaded WhatsApp. Where do I find my number? It's your number. It's your phone number until you go in and change it. So whatever your cell phone number is, then you hit the little, go to account, 3 dots, and you'll see your number there. But it's whatever your cell phone number is until you change it if you want to change it. Got to have WhatsApp. Hello, brother. I'm in Barranquilla now. Reluctant Navi Neo. Let me know, bro. If you're on the ground, you can make some runs for us. I'll give you $5 to run and get some paperwork. Okay. What's this guy? What we do now is the Sicarios did the deed. What we know now. Okay. Greg Harris says, I believe the girlfriend is the one. Think about this. If you leave a woman after 2 years, what would she make her think was staying with her? She took what she could get now. Maybe she heard about the ex-girlfriend. I don't know. Come on. Charles G., thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What have I learned? Leave all my money in investments in the U.S. Feel free to kill me in Colombia, and you have no money. Everything else goes to my fam. I hear you, Charles. Kathy says, I don't believe that she had anything to do with it. This she would get a tattoo of his face on her body. Oh, it jumped again. Oh, it jumped again. Oh, okay, there's something going on with this one. Okay, man, I gotta scroll back up. Okay, here we go. If there was proof about the breakup with her, this is from CDV. If there was proof about the breakup with her, yes, but none with that. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, CDV and dcbornrob for clearing that up. About the Babbitt video, I will listen again carefully. Yeah, I went through it a few times. So we weren't, but on the screen it said we were. They didn't get the int. Remember, she has an accent. No proof needed. He left his ex after 2 years. She was from San Andreas, not Barranquilla. Well, Heidy Marie is from San Andreas, not Barranquilla. She has a sister there that she was living with when she met Timothy. She was thinking she was on the dock too. Whose name is on the deed now? Sounds like the owner has the deed and the money. Sure hope not. She wouldn't be able to stay there if that was true. Ida Marie is just a pawn in this situation. Possibly. Okay, there's something going wrong here with these women, especially the ones online. Okay, J-Love says the murder was obviously professional hit, 2 bullets to the head and riding a very fast motorcycle. You don't know J-Love, he lived there. He's got family here too, but he lived there. Ether, has it been confirmed that the family will receive the deed to the property? Remark, not yet, nothing. We got a lot of work ahead. Has it been confirmed that the family will receive that same one? Okay. I don't believe Timothy Reed's name was on the new deed, and it may take a while for his name to get on the new deed. Motive. That's true. I have one of my viewers. We pulled up piecing things together. We got the address and the name of the owner, and of course it hadn't changed by the time we found out. That was like a week ago. Heidi had no reason to believe he would stay with her. I got you, Greg. I hear you, bro. Jason says, just read the travel ban for Colombia. It says, due to demonstration alert. Okay, Tori says, all of these speculation. All of this, that's one thing we all got to agree on. It's all speculation. No one knows anything because they're not telling us. And that's why we're doing this video, why I'm on here right now. And I should have been cutting off 30 minutes ago. I'm going to scroll a little bit quicker now because I got to eat dinner. 4 months is nothing. I feel you. 3 months. Great. 3 months. J-Love, that was a fast motorcycle. Assassins conduct murders on suspended fast motorcycles. I know it wasn't a robbery. I believe those guys were professional killers. I agree. I mean, travel advisory due to demonstration alert. Okay. LV Dell, with the latest video releases of the bike and the license plate, come on. They registered those. They know who owned that bike last. Was it reported stolen? basic police work. Yeah, you figure. Something smells fishy here. What can she gain from his death? Is his family privy to his restaurant, or does it have to go back to the original? We don't know. We don't know if restaurant's open. Is the restaurant open? Who they're paying rent to? I'm just saying. Greg says, who translated for Tim? She did. Who connected Tim to the seller? We don't know. Who did he trust the most? Bingo, the girlfriend. I got you, but we don't remember. We don't have any proof of anybody doing anything right now because we have not been told anything. But yeah, we can speculate. But it doesn't make it true. J Love, I'm Colombian and I don't really want to return to Colombia. People are infatuated with two countries, the Dominican Republic and Colombia. Yeah, it's become popular. Well, not as many people going as a couple of years ago, though. Brazil, solidly. Jamaica Jones, depending on his girlfriend, to do something is a waste of time. The police should do their job. That is true. That is true. But she can just speed things up so much quickly if she would just give a hand. Just reach out to the family and say, you know, whatever. Can we work together? How can I help? I don't have a place to stay. You know, I'm struggling right now. There's got to be a win-win scenario there somewhere, I'm thinking. Okay, watch the Dalia Diapolo story. Subjects and murders can be good. Actors when they're mourning. Mike Rich says Rob has helped him with tech questions. Well, shoot, not me, not tech. I know I'm behind the curve now. Oh my God, don't tell me I missed it again. Oh, there it is. Okay, no cost. No cost to run over there for me? Well, it's $5 to get the paperwork. If you're in Barranquilla and you can do it for me, email me to scrolling across the bottom right now. Stuart J, be really careful in Medellin. The other day I was eating lunch at a restaurant. A guy walked in with a gun and robbed one of the customers for her phone. Medellin is really hot at this moment. It's a shame, but again, desperate people will do desperate things. I was wondering how she was able to identify his body or get custody of his remains. Leo says, where did she go when she walked out of the house before the crime? Where did she go when she walked out of the house before the crime? I don't know. I'm going to guess. Her story is she ran across the street. Then she was screaming over him, and then she went back in the house, took a shower, changed clothes, and came back out. Okay, I made friends with a brother at the front desk. I can ask questions. Thank you. Please do. But be careful. Don't be asking questions. You in Barranquilla, don't walk around asking questions of this. Don't do that. Let's all stay safe. J Love says, I'm going to handle some urgent family matters in Colombia, and that will be my last time going. There are too many nicer and safer countries to visit. I hear you, Jay. DJ Chi, is there a contact between Timothy and the seller? We don't know. I do know that he was recommended another, what do you call him? A realtor, but he chose a different one. He was also told not that side of town. Don't buy in that side of town. Kathy says, take time to evict the owner, is probably working on that now. Where was she going the day he was recording her walking down the street? We don't know. Man, there's so many questions. The video of Tim giving the check to the owner was super sketchy. Heidi told Tim that there was no title, that the owner would be passing the building to him. Now, I've said this before in my last video, I've been told by a few people who have listened to that in detail that they were talking about the tenants. There's no lease no contract with the tenants. And that it was just accession or whatever it is, something to be passed on. You know, it just continues on. So, I mean, that's what someone told me. I don't know because I listened to it and I couldn't, you know, they talk so fast there too. DC Rob, Reluctant Navi is a reliable source for you. W. Cole, thank you. Well, Reluctant Navi, call anytime. Let me know. You got my number right there. My email right there. Annette Desire. I work for the state and can translate. Hit me up. Send me your information. That's my email at the bottom. And if you want to join our group, our community group, we're at almost 400. I think we're at 388. Luis, you can tell me. 388, I believe. If it was a robbery, the gunman should have been on foot and the other guy would be waiting by the bike. This is what happened to me in Cali. Shame, man. Jamaica Jones. Quit blaming the girlfriend. She's made herself available for interviews. She is the only one we're seeing. I got you. Has anyone thought to right-click properties on the photo to get the geolocation time of the photo? The photo that I have, you can't do that with. And if you have the exact one from Facebook, possibly. The first suspect is always the mate. Well, that's the first one they look at. Doesn't mean they did it, but it's the first one they look at. We all criminal investigators. Put us on the case. We are on the case. Rick, exactly. I lived in Barranquilla for 2 years. The police are not going to overwork themselves to solve this unless someone with money or influence puts pressure on them. So hopefully our government will do that. Trading stock, I saw a European man get shot in the head twice in Medellin, Carrera 28 near Parque. This was back in 2017. The two guys pulled up on him and shot him point blank. This was a setup. Reluctant not, I make those types of friends. Well, we appreciate any friends or any help you can offer. Jamaica Jones. People are losing their jobs because of pandemic. Bad time in Colombia. It is. They are struggling. The struggle is real there. Now I'll tell you what I saw in my other video from being there. Rick says, till she cleared, she should still be treated as a suspect. I mean, if she didn't do anything, I mean, best I can tell, she's cooperating. We don't know. So we don't. We know the money is gone, possibly. And where's the rest of his money? And next, we're going to find out how much he sold his house for. So we'll know how much money he had in the bank. I know how to ask questions. Think about who I help in Brazil. Hey, I can use your help. Please reach out if you can. Rick again, exactly. And why we acting as though the country is not ran by cartels who run cocaine plants? I don't know that either. Not saying it ain't true. I'm just saying I don't know it. Where's the gold necklace if it wasn't a robbery? I don't know. Who's to say? I mean, you can fake a robbery and go, okay, boom, boom, and take a chain. I mean, and who's to say somebody didn't rob them after the fact? I don't know. Smash the like button, says Blaine. Thank you so much. Please, can I get likes? We have 162 in the room right now. I was supposed to be on for an hour. It's been an hour and 42 minutes. I'm going to close it up in a few. Thumbs up from Blaine. I think if you get that photo analyzed, it will lead you to the right direction, possibly. The original one. Has the family been connected with an attorney on the ground, seeking daily? Still looking. Not yet. Not yet. We need, you know how hard it is to find somebody you can trust, and somebody bilingual too. It has to be bilingual. I'm almost 100%. It's just too much. I want my lawyer and my doctor to speak my same language. I don't know if that's too much to ask. Muchi T says, a desire, unfortunately, people discount reality in search of whatever it is that they are looking for. This is a high crime country. Guerrillas are narcotics, high income inequality. Agreed. Reluctant Nabi, I just sent you my number to the email. Bet. WhatsApp, I hope, because I'll shoot you my WhatsApp. But I'll get your email short. Okay, I'm at the end. Imagine that. If they're looking for hitters, they need to be down in Barrio Nieve or Chinito asking questions. If they really want to find hitters, Chinito is notorious. Okay, Jamaica Jones says, good job. Thank you, guys. I am going to get out of here in a couple of minutes, but I want to make sure that, where is this? I want to make sure you see this before I go. One more time. Now, I ask myself a lot, are we going to get the answers to
Absolutely.
this?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I think we all agree.
Yes.
Positively.
Yes.
We all
Yes.
are going to
Mhm.
say yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes.
So I asked my whole crew, and I'm not going to give up. Am I going to give up on this?
No, not a chance. No, not at all. No, none of us not agrees. A chance. Nope, we'll never happen. Nope, none of us are going to say that. There you go.
Not quitting. We're going to keep on going. I appreciate everyone's help. Thank you so much for the comments. I have a couple more in here. Let me get to. Good job, DC. Appreciate it. Thanks for the. That's the thing. I believe that we can all speak English, and that's another reason why they're involved. I thought the Latina lady said that they could hook you up with a bilingual attorney. Please email me. Please email me. It's scrolling across the bottom right now. dcbornrob@gmail.com. Of course, WhatsApp. You better know everybody down there. Guy. If you're going to Colombia and you don't have WhatsApp, get WhatsApp before you go. Get it before you go, because you're going to be, everybody communicates via WhatsApp. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, AO Zone. Right. All the more reason not to build their empire. Good job, Rob from Muchi T. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody. On your way out, do me a favor, hit the like button when you close this up. I'm going to end the broadcast right now. Thank you guys for watching. Please be safe. Please, 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 any information at all, please send it to us. We're going to put out something, a flyer, so to speak, on social media shortly in Spanish and English, with the number and email on there to be able to track down more information to pass on to the embassy or the police there. So any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much, and be safe.